Think, okay, what will my future self thank me for? So for instance, right now, my future self will always be happy that I came to Japan. Like, I will never ever regret why did I come to Japan, because I had such a beautiful experience. I saw a beautiful country.
Thank you for taking the interview. My name is Ryu. What's your name?
Yasser.
Yasser.
I'm Aisha.
Aisha. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
We're from Bay Area, California, United States. San Francisco Bay Area.
Cool. I have been to there.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so what brings you here?
I'm visiting my daughter, Aisha. She is a student here, studying abroad.
Exchange student?
Sophia University. So I wanted to come see her in the summer while she was here.
But he's leaving today.
Oh, leaving today?
Yeah.
Today,
So how long did you stay?
I was here, this is my 10th day here. So I came for 10 days.
Okay, cool. So how was your experience in Japan?
This was a wonderful experience. I love Japan. As soon as I got off the plane, I thought the people were very nice, very respectful. I think Japanese have a drive toward hard work, toward efficiency, toward making things beautiful and pleasant to look at. It's probably my favorite country that I've ever been to in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So originally you are from United States?
No, I was born in Pakistan. So I came to America with my family when I was 3 years old. I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
So grew up there. And then I've been living in California, San Francisco Bay Area for almost 13 years now.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm a professor.
Professor at
yes.
college?
Yeah, I teach at a community college, which is like a 2-year
I know.
college. So I teach there, work there.
What kind of
Professor.
subject?
Communication studies.
Okay, cool.
So public speaking, I do small group communication, persuasion, critical thinking, all that.
I have taken that class
Yeah, very nice.
when I was in the United
Oh,
States.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. So
Nice.
what do you do study in Japan?
I'm studying international business and economics in Japan.
So in the United States, your degree is also same.
Yes, international business.
Cool. So
Yeah.
in the future, what do you want to do?
I'm not entirely sure, but I would like to work in different countries and possibly Japan. But as for like a specific career goal, I'm not sure.
Okay. So what is most surprising things in Japan?
Most surprising thing. So in America,
Yeah.
Japan has a high reputation in a good way. So everyone says Japan is clean. So that wasn't surprising. It's very clean. In America, we believe that Japanese people are very, very nice. So that wasn't a surprise. You know, Japanese
Yeah.
people are very nice. I think what surprised me the most is the in here in Japan, how much people love the convenience stores.
Okay.
That was surprising because in America they have convenience stores, 7-Elevens, but for your average American, it's not like something that your average American doesn't always go there all the time, but it seems like the entire country is drawn toward the convenience stores. And the quality of the food was really impressive that is sold in convenience stores. Because in America, the convenience store food is considered as low quality, unhealthy, not as tasty. But coming here and going to the convenience stores, I was surprised by how good the food is, the variety of different types of food, the different types of drinks and juices. That was actually a major surprise for me in Japan.
Okay. Cool. How about you?
I think the train system actually was really impressive for me. It was very scary at first navigating it by myself, but I think once I got the hang of it, I mean, I still get lost. Like when we reached Shinjuku Station, I got lost. but
Yeah, it's so complicated.
Yeah, aside from that, I think I really love just being able to hop on a train and go anywhere here. That's like my favorite part about living here is the trains.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next question. So what is best experience in Japan? For 10 days.
This is gonna sound weird,
Okay.
okay? So there's so much about Japan that I loved, but what really struck me was I did laundry yesterday because I was flying and I wanted to do all my laundry, not dirty laundry in my luggage. So I went to a neighborhood laundromat in Japan for laundry.
Okay.
And I think it's a chain in Japan, but it was an amazing experience because in America, laundromats are considered dirty, they're depressing, sad places, they're not designed well, they're not beautiful. So I went to a Japanese laundromat and it was going to almost like a coffee shop, like a high-end coffee shop.
Okay.
There was nice music, beautiful lighting.
Yeah, atmosphere is great, I guess.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The furniture was almost like a coffee shop. They had free Wi-Fi. They had places where you can put your laptop. They had a beautiful color scheme, like a black and white color scheme. And coming from another country that speaks a different language, they had signs in English that were very, very clear. That when you come from a different country, sometimes you feel overwhelmed, like you feel lost, you don't know where to go. But everything was labeled properly. The machines were clean. The store was clean. They had just the furniture was outstanding. It was inexpensive. I also like how the washer included in the fee.
Yeah.
It had the detergent in there, so you don't have to bring in your own detergent. And as somebody who studies design and persuasion and how design influences behavior and everything, that was just outstanding. I went there, I wasn't lost, I wasn't overwhelmed. It was just a wonderful experience, surprisingly. Again, like I enjoyed the rest of your country, it's beautiful. But I don't know why, but going to that laundromat, how well it was designed, to me it was like a reflection of Japanese culture, because to me Japanese culture is driven toward excellence.
Okay.
Everything is done with quality, and you give it your best effort, even if it's going for food, going to the bathroom. I mean, the park where we're at, I mean, this is like a manifestation of this Japanese idea of excellence. And it's like this living manifestation. So that to me, that laundromat was one of the best examples of that I've seen. So that was actually a highlight of my experience.
Okay. But this is the first time, like some foreigners say that laundry is amazing in Japan.
Yeah, my first time, I do laundry in the laundromat in America. It's not as nice.
But I guess you have a point.
Yeah. So it was very nice.
For me, I think since I study here, I joined the fencing club, and I think that was probably like the most memorable, like coolest thing I've ever done. I've met so many amazing people. I got to meet so many Japanese people, and I did something that was way outside of my comfort zone and something I've always been interested in. So I would say joining the fencing club.
Okay. Fencing is famous and popular in United States.
Honestly, I don't think so. I think like basketball and all that kind of, I feel like fencing is such a niche sport, so like only people maybe who play it, or like I don't know, I don't think it's as popular as compared to other sports back home. And then I think also like I watched this K-drama, it's called 2521.
Okay.
And it's also about fencing, and I think that's where I really was more interested in fencing. And then I saw the fencing club and I was like, okay, let me try it out. And then I tried it out and I loved it. So yeah.
But that's cool. You started new things in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask about like your country and where's the best spot you can recommend in your country?
As a tourist? Okay. So in the United States, as the southern part of the United States, the South we call it, has sometimes received a bad stereotype. People say that it is backwards, that it is narrow-minded, that it's not welcoming. So we have, in America, we have stereotypes about our own country. Especially for those of us, I live in the West Coast, Nevada, California, and then we look at the South and we say, oh, it's not as welcoming. We believe that a lot of racists are there. But I believe the South of America is a very nice place to visit, especially the state called North Carolina. And so I'm not from there, but I visited there. I have family there, and they're from Pakistan like myself. And they've never had racist incidents before. They've been there for over 50 years.
Okay.
They've never been discriminated against. My family members who live in there, they've been doing business. They have clothing shops, and they do wholesale of clothes, and they sell. They've been doing really well for themselves. They've been welcomed. My cousins who have grown up over there, they've been embraced by the people who live in that part of the country. But it's a very nice culture there. It's very slow, very laid back, right? So it's not as busy hustle and go as it is elsewhere in big cities. So they have beautiful nature areas. So you have a lot of camping, a lot of mountains, a lot of forest that people should check out. Because if you think about America, people don't think of going to the south or going to North Carolina. But they have so much natural beauty there, different types of birds, forest, lakes. So I definitely would recommend, if you want to try something different, think about North Carolina. That's one of my favorite places in the United States to visit.
Okay, thank you for advice.
I think I'm gonna go with the basic answer and say New York City, New York State itself. I think New York is my favorite city. I go there maybe 2 or 3 times a year, so I go there pretty often, and I honestly I always have a good experience every time I go. There's different boroughs. I would say Manhattan and Brooklyn are my favorite, and I feel like every borough is so different. You walk from one street into another and you always see something different, and so many different types of people. It's just a huge melting pot. I recommend New York.
Okay, thank you so much. Last question. What is your short-term goal right now?
Short term, so in 10 years, my goal is to travel internationally. So every year for the next 10 years, my goal is to broaden my perspective. And so what I want to do is I want to travel internationally every year twice. So I want to travel to Japan once a year for the next 10 years, every summer, because I'm a professor and I get 3 months off and I can travel a lot. So I have a lot of freedom. And so I want to come to Japan every year for the next 10 years, and then just winter break in the winter, I get 6 weeks off as well.
Okay.
With my job. So I want to just go to a different country, maybe Europe, Turkey, for instance, maybe, or other Asian countries. So just travel, broaden my perspective, and take advantage of the free time that I have. So nothing special, that's all.
That's cool. I also love traveling, so I'm
Very
just
nice.
I think my goal is very similar to my dad's as well. My goal is to study international business, and I would like to live in different countries and work there and kind of just see what the working culture is like between different countries. I also want to get better at my language learning skills, whether it be Japanese or Italian or Spanish or something. And I would also in 10 years like to kind of find a hobby, and I feel like maybe fencing or something that's a physical active sport, because I really enjoy fencing. I think I would like to still continue doing it even when I go back home, or I don't know, something physical, but yeah, that's my 10-year goal.
Okay. Thank you for taking time. That's all.
Can I give one piece of advice?
Sure.
Okay, so I don't know if this is going in the video or not, but as a professor, and what I tell my friends and family and what I live by, one of the philosophies that I live by is that I always tell people, do things every day or plan for things that your future self will thank you for. So that could be going out to a coffee shop with a friend, calling up somebody, going overseas to a different country and meeting up family members, or just whatever you can do in the moment or in your day or next week or in a month. Think, okay, what will my future self thank me for? So for instance, right now, my future self will always be happy that I came to Japan. Like, I will never ever regret why did I come to Japan, because I had such a beautiful experience. I saw a beautiful country. In America, we have a strong Japanese influence because I grew up playing Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know, those were big parts of my childhood. You know, I'm 43 years old right now, and I grew up playing the original Famicom, or I think the Family Computer.
I knew it.
Yeah. And so we grew up with Japanese culture. I grew up playing Japanese role-playing games. Final Fantasy, and it's just so nice to see where all of this came from. So I will never regret coming here. So always do things that your future self will thank you for. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking time.
Thank you.